calling Abel rat. I said, is he safe? Would Jesus have called Abel rat? Because he made such a true claim. I knew when Pastor Eneche was carrying the Bible.
Welcome to Isaac Show. If you know say you no go fit endure wetin this man of God won't talk for this video, so just go somewhere else, because na mighty wind na him wan blow so far wonyash e no go dey safe. This apostle Richard so don't give everybody wey dey here woto na woto everybody don collect. Meanwhile, help me share the video and let's continue to watch this video according to Mock News.
Pride make you diminish people that God use. That's why all this thing happen on social media. Eneche and Abel, I just they laugh. Pride makes you diminish people that God use. You see, and I was speaking to somebody 2 days back. I asked the person, are these pastors born again? Because if you are born again, you will not lie. You will not be lying with boldness and calling people rats.
And called me a rat, claiming to give birth to an elephant. And he said that they are from the generation of giants.
We are from the generation of giants. If you are an offspring of a lion, you cannot be a rat. Did you hear what I just said? And every time you see a rabbit says he gave birth to an elephant, madness is worrying.
Calling Abel rat. I said, is he safe? Would Jesus have called Abel rat? Because he made such a true claim. I knew when Pastor Eneche was carrying the Bible of Joshua Telena as his boy. Do you know how I knew? Abel, Damina, Pastor Joshua, all of them are all children of my spiritual father.
People are insulting Dr. Abel Damina, small boy. He just came, he just did this thing. Listen, whatever Dr. Damina is preaching is a feature, is a gospel. The next 10 years we will preach it in Nigeria. But that man was the man I trained from. And 2 of us trained from another, the most dangerous preacher in the entire Africa. That man knows Bible. Before you talk about it, go and check your Bible. That man, we are trained by the same preachers. You may not like his ways. Me and him are not called to preach the same. They ask me, just when I'm going to say, they continue, we come on the way for now. Let's stay where God has anointed us. I will not look for the trouble I cannot carry. Somebody shout amen. Because that thing is rich, he comes with plenty troubles. I wonder how he sleeps. Because they will not leave him alone. But the reason why that guy is talking the way he's talking, he has built capacity. He don't be well inside Bible. Until you build well, you can challenge him. You're calling him small boy. So what will you be calling us? Call him small. What will you be calling us? Most of the big men of God you see today get through him. Let's say what is truth.
It's just that the man is too humble not to talk. Eneche does not pray like Oyedepo. Oyedepo don't pray like that. He doesn't pray like Adeboye that he's claiming to be their fathers and fathers. Now, in fact, I was even confused. Adeboye called Eneche his son. Oyedepo called Eneche his son. So I don't know whose son is he. So all those stuff, they are lying and talking. I asked myself, do they even read Revelation 21? That say all liars. You could be anointed, but when you lie. So in those days, Abel then Bishop John. In fact, even the first land Eneche God, it's Bishop John Press. A whole lot of stuff. But now they diminish these people who gave them this seed of what they are doing. They gave them this seed. I know 3 or 4 preachers that if they have not touched Eneche's life, there will be no Eneche. And Oyedepo is not one of them. Neither is Adeboye. We were there in Abuja when all those meetings were holding. I was attending them. I was sneaking in attending the meetings. So we know all those stuff. So, but there's no glory in all this stupid fight. You get my point? And I look at it and say, these people just need to leave this space. They have polluted the air. They have found the air with what is not. They should just leave the space and let us fight and get these souls, because people are dying and going to hell from the church. I mean, people are going to hell from the church. And they're talking about spiritual sons, spiritual fathers, spiritual nonsense. It's crazy. So you don't diminish those who lay foundation for your success. Even if it was a cup of water they gave you, recognize it. It is pride that make people diminish such things. It's pride that make people diminish such things. Pride is overestimation of self. So when you overestimate yourself, you diminish people who help you and you call them rats. People that without them you know exist. Somebody called you. You met somebody that say you want to go to the UK for your medical, to go and do medical, you and your wife. Then you come back to Nigeria and be doing, and the person now say, well, let me hear from God. And the person heard from God and called the following day and said, God is saying, go to Abuja.
Years ago, many years ago, Pastor Paul Eneche, and I know so many of you know him, okay, used to be a member of our church. They wanted to go to London to go and read medical science master's degree with his wife, but they didn't have the money and they didn't have the contact. So they came to Uyo with their letters of admission. I still have copies of the letter. And they said to me, we know you are connected in London. We have an admission. We want to go to London to read medicine so that when we come back, masters, we can start doing rural medical outreach. So please, if you can talk to your contacts to help, even if they can give us scholarship or sponsor us. So I told them, okay, sleep in the guest room. I'm going to pray about it tonight. So I got on my knees and the Lord spoke to me clearly. So I came to them in the guest room and I said, the Lord just spoke to me. You're not going to London for medical missions. You're not going to read medicine masters. The Lord told me it's time for you to start the church. You start the church and the church will grow, and from the church you will build medical teams that will go for medical outreach. And then he said to me, church where? I said, I hear Abuja. I gave him information. I gave him direction. He said, but I don't have anybody in Abuja. I said to him, when you get back to Jos, get on a bus, go to Abuja, and as you arrive Abuja, go on evangelism. And that was it. The Dunamis church was born because I gave him direction. He could have gone to London and be reading medicine and miss that direction. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Yeah, he could have gone to London and read medicine and maybe lose direction. But I gave him direction by the Spirit of God. And today that direction is a blessing in his life. Am I teaching here? Yeah. So when we give people words of prophecy, it contains information that will bring direction, that will fix the course of their entire life.
Why won't you value that? For God's sake. Why can't you humble yourself and say, I recognize him. God use him. It will not take anything from you. Do you think it is cheap for somebody to call you and say, come, go to Abuja? That's when God says you start ministry. And you wait and you got the result. And you are diminishing such a person. And you think you are bigger than him. Even if you begin to gather the whole people like Ronaldo, that doesn't mean you are bigger than that person. You are not big. Bigness is not in the crowd. It's not crowd of fun. That don't want to make that you are big. That's why by that they die and go, their churches also go with them. Because it is fake. It's not real, it's a balloon. You don't diminish a person who call you. Let's assume my coming to Kenya, anybody called me and said, come. The Lord is saying, go to Kenya. And I came here. No matter how great we become, I'll be bringing that person every year to honor him so that he see the fruit of his work. I mean, of that direction he gave me. But in my own case, I was praying and God spoke to me. You get my point? You don't devalue them. You don't diminish them. It's not easy because you'll have been somewhere doing your medical practice and nobody will know you. That initial direction, if it does not happen, Oyedepo will not have known you. Adeboye will not have known you. Now they are all coming because you built a big house. They are all coming because you have money. And all the Abuja wealth, you gathered and you sow a seed to them. I knew when they took 500,000. Let me not go into those stories. All these people. And that is how when I look at all these things, I say, God, thank you for helping me to check, to see all these things. You now begin to ask yourself, where are we going? Which heaven are we going to? Which heaven are we going to? The Spirit of Christ in you will make you value those who make contributions to your life. No matter how small. No matter how small. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Do not forget the people he used. Show them honor. Make it an everlasting practice so long as you are alive on earth, not to diminish those God used to get you to where you are. Make it an everlasting word practice.